What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Trev. I've been doing a little research on cryptocurrency as it pertains to our current presidential candidates in the United States. Just trying to find some articles, trying to find some things that they've said over the years. And, you know, there are a few things. I'll tell you right now, Kamala Harris hasn't really said a lot. And what's going on over here? And Trump has said a bit more, to be honest with you. And what he said hasn't necessarily been all that positive in the past. He has made some comments that weren't really crypto friendly, which didn't surprise me. And I had heard these things actually when they happened. Didn't surprise me because Trump has really made his fortune by being able to play in the gray areas of finance. Very difficult to do with cryptocurrency, very difficult to do with blockchain. The very decentralized nature is supposed to fight that. So why would someone who loves playing in the gray areas be for cryptocurrency or be for a form of finance that he can't manipulate, right? So he's made some comments in the past. And I found this one particular article. I might read through a little bit of it. I might not read the whole thing. Yes, it's from CNN. Don't get yourself in a tizzy about that because you're going to feel like it's slanted or whatever. Some of it is whatever it is, but some of it makes the points that I'm trying to get to. Kamala Harris, as of recently, and I don't know how true this is, so if any of you have actually any facts on this, feel free to leave them in the comment section so that, you know, we can kind of talk about that. Also, I'm sorry, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be talking about this kind of stuff a little more often, I think, during the rest of this election cycle. And it's not something that I generally get into. We're usually talking about specific cryptocurrency projects or whatever. But this stuff is actually going to be really important going forward. So again, like button, subscribe if you want, leave comments or whatever. But from what I understand, Kamala Harris was supposed to talk at the Bitcoin 2024 conference. And then I heard that she's not going to talk at the 2024 conference. I haven't been able to find a whole hell of a lot that she has said about crypto in the past. I don't think it's anything that she really gives a damn about one way or the other, okay? Anyway, let's go through a little bit of this stuff and bear with me for a minute. Let me take you over here. So yes, this is, you know, CNN. The Trump crypto love story may not be happily ever after. The crypto crowd has warmed to Donald Trump. His lock on their vote is far from guaranteed. Donald Trump didn't need to do much to win over crypto investors who are used to being treated like the problem children of the financial world. Did I? Yeah, all right. They're tinkering in the shadows, doing a thing most normies either don't understand and or believe is a scam. In recent months, the Bitcoin crowd has warmed to the former president and Republican nominee, who in turn has warmed to the idea of big tech and crypto profits flowing into political action committees, PAC, that support his re-election. Bitcoiners are looking for political validation after years in the wilderness, says Eric Suffer, a political advisor to major crypto companies. They believe now is their moment, and it's hard to resist someone who is telling them everything they want to hear. Trump is expected to do just that on Saturday when he gives the keynote speech at Bitcoin 2024, billed as the largest crypto gathering in the U.S. In Nashville. And while Trump is locked in support from a handful of deep-pocketed Silicon Valley bigwigs like Mark Andreessen and the Winklevoss twins, his claim to be the crypto candidate may be a harder sell now than it was even just a week ago. Basically, that goes on to talk about how it was easy against Biden because Biden's policies were definitely not crypto friendly, and we've been beat up by Gensler and the SEC for the past 3.5 years, which is there because of Biden. But now that Biden is out and doesn't have a chance of coming back, and Kamala Harris is in there, they're thinking maybe there could be a change, right? And it's not as easy necessarily for Trump to get all the glory as far as cryptocurrency enthusiasts, because right now we've got to figure out where Kamala stands on it. Well, again, the fact that she's not even showing up for this conference, if that is in fact a fact, that she's not going to talk at it, tells me kind of a lot. You can have your own opinion. Mine is that if she gave a damn about cryptocurrency, if she really cared about the vote even of cryptocurrency enthusiasts, should be at this conference. This is the place to be. If you don't even show up here, it shows just a lack of even caring about cryptocurrency at all. She doesn't care about it. She doesn't care if she gets our votes, right? Because she's making no effort. What's going to happen over the next 6 months? Who knows? But this is the thing to be at. And so if she doesn't care about it, does it stay kind of status quo going in if she actually wins the presidency? Does Gensler stay as the head of the SEC? Does she even blink an eye at what is going on over there and how cryptocurrency is being attacked? If she doesn't give a damn about it and she's got other things that she's more concerned about, we may go through another 4 years of what we've just gone through. That's concerning, right? Got to figure those things out, but so far she's not off to a great start as far as cryptocurrency enthusiasts go. There are people on her staff, according to this article, that have reached out to Mark Cuban and asked him questions about, oh, sorry, my camera's kind of going screwy again, that have asked him questions about cryptocurrency, which he said is a good sign, but again, we'll see. We'll see how that actually goes down. So this goes on to talk about, let's see if I can find it. At this point, neither Harris nor Trump has laid out any specific policy proposals related to digital assets. When the Republican Party updated its platform earlier this month, its only mention of crypto said the GOP would end Democrats' unlawful and un-American crypto crackdown and defend the right to mine Bitcoin. Harris, a Californian with close Silicon Valley ties, appears to have said little publicly on the topic. Crypto advocates have coalesced around political action committees that are shopping for candidates who will back industry-friendly legislation and take a light hand to regulation. In 2024 election cycle alone, crypto-backed super PACs have raised more than $180 million, and making them some of the top fundraisers around, according to Follow the Crypto, a tracking site by the tech writer and prominent crypto critic Molly White. So far, those PACs have spent $42 million on both parties, though slightly more for Republicans. It's not clear why Trump has shown a sudden adoration for digital assets when he poo-pooed it during his presidency, but the sector is considerably more flush with cash now than it was 4 years ago, and for the first time in its 15-year history, politically organized. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, you really can't tell. All of these politicians, all of them, I don't care who you back, right? You have to admit, if you're being real, you have to admit that they all tell us what we want to hear. Kamala Harris, when she was running against Biden, in the debate, she received accolades for hammering the shit out of him on racism things, about something about a bus or whatever it was, right? She tore into him. And I'm remembering that debate. I mean, there was real animosity in her voice when she talked about these things. Now, again, she may have been playing to the crowd. But that's what she did, because if the black population wanted to hear that, if she wanted to win that vote, then she needed to cater to them and say to them what they wanted to hear. But then Biden wins the nomination. Next thing you know, she's his VP. And all those attacks that she made, all those things that she said, all of a sudden is backpedaling, right? Now, now that I got to know Joe, blah, 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 right? They tell you what you want to hear. J.D. Vance, 2021, said that Trump was the American Hitler. He had nothing. He was a never Trumper, he said. Never means never. Never doesn't mean unless he chooses me as his VP, which is what happened, okay? He was catering to a certain segment. Now he has a chance to be the vice president. Now all of a sudden, no, I've gotten to know Donald over the years. Oh, he did a good job. Oh, he changed my mind. They will say whatever they need to say. It's just the way it is. That's just politics, right? Not only here, but everywhere. So, is Trump appearing at this conference? Is the things that he said so that he can capitalize on and take advantage of a segment of the population and of the voting population that has been beat up? Is he telling us what we want to hear so that we'll vote for him? And is he going to absolutely forget about it once he actually gets into office? We don't know. We don't know. We've got our fingers crossed that that's not the case. But also, this goes on to say how in 2020, in 2019, basically Trump said, I'm not a fan of Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, which are not money, and whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air. In 21, he said to Fox Business that crypto just seemed like a scam. This is what was said, okay? Now all of a sudden he's softening on crypto, sees an opportunity to get our votes. Hopefully this message carries on into his presidency should he gain the presidency, but we can't guarantee it. Here's all we can do. The president isn't the only one running for office in 2024. You need to find out, if you're an American, you need to find out who your representatives are. Who's running for re-election? Who's running against them? Find out these names, put the name into Google, and just put, what have they said about crypto? And find out. Read through some articles, read through some things. If you can't find anything, then they haven't said anything about crypto. That should be a red flag. They don't care about crypto. Some people might have come right out against crypto or said bad things about it. And even if they're saying good things about it now, you can rest assured that they're telling you what you want to hear to get your vote. But their true feelings were said and are in writing, and you need to take that into account, right? Some people, you may find that there's a whole lot that you can find that they've said about crypto because they absolutely back crypto. They probably hold crypto. J.D. Vance holds somewhere between $100,000 and $250,000 worth of Bitcoin. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's for all of crypto. It means that it's a store of value. It means that he's somewhat smart, right? And decided to do that. We don't know. We don't know the way it's going to go. So we need to find out who is actually pro-crypto. I mean actually pro-crypto. And then we need to vote them into office. Either keep them in office if they're already there or replace who's there with them. That's the only thing that we can actually do. If cryptocurrency is a major point for you in this next election, then you need to do that, okay? And that's really what I wanted to talk about. All this other stuff is noise. We're not really going to know how any of these people are going to react to crypto, if they're going to do anything for us at all, until they actually get in office and we look at the policies and we see what's going on. There is no crystal ball to read here, and you really can't even read into some of these articles or what's being said right now. It is an election season. You have to take it all with a grain of salt. So look at the past. What have they done? What have they said? Find the right ones, put them in office. That's what we can do to assure cryptocurrency keeps moving forward. All right. If you've stayed this long, I appreciate it. Hit the like button for me if you could on the way out. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I'm going to be talking about this stuff a little bit more. So, giving some opinions, pulling up some articles. So if you want, subscribe to the channel, and you can catch that stuff as I put it out. But most importantly, leave comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you've found. Let me know some facts maybe that I don't know about. And I will talk to y'all again soon. All right. Ciao.